Don't worry about it. It's not. Yeah.
All right. Hello, everybody. We're started. How's everybody doing? And today we have mydashcam6 here, so go ahead and say hi.
Hi. Hello.
So just to shorten his name down, we're going to call him Six because he's someone else who doesn't want his name out there. So his name is Six from now on because I need something to call him. How is everybody? You guys are listing your times in the chat. Someone says it's midnight. Someone says it's 7. Someone says it's 4. And it's 6 for you, right? 6?
Yeah, it's 6 by me. Yep. 6 for 6. Yep.
So don't forget that this is like a 20-second delay, so it's going to take a sec before they actually start saying hi to us and everything.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Yeah. It's just a little delayed for someone. 6. So it's 1 o'clock for somebody. I looked that up. Someone commented 1 o'clock on your video, and I'm like, what is 1 p.m.? And it turns out it's Alaska.
Oh wow.
Because I'm like, it had to be to the west of us.
Sure. Yeah.
4 o'clock, and that's the Pacific coast. So, like, I was like, what is the 1 o'clock? So.
Mhm.
I have one. What's up? Do they even know we're talking here? No one's saying hello. What is that? It's on, right?
Some people are saying hello.
Hey. Let's see. Let's say hello to a couple of you. We have Nathan Richardson was the first one to comment on this before we started the stream. And we have Washington State Dashcam, Chandler, West North Carolina Bad Drivers, Norma, Pathfeed, a lot of the usual peoples. Now they're saying hi. Jeez, you guys slacking and saying hi.
Took long enough.
Seriously. Hi, Dallas Dashcammer. Thank you for joining. You don't join often. You need to join more.
Leadfoot 86. Hello.
Right.
I know him personally.
You said you don't, or you do?
I do.
Oh, okay. We got some friends on here then. My mom showed up one time.
Did she?
Yeah.
Interesting.
In chat. And I didn't know it was her, but I could tell just by her screen name.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
I think that's my mom.
That's interesting.
No, that's fine. All right, so we have 6 here because his channel finally hit 1,000 subscribers. So woohoo! Congratulations!
Yay!
How does it feel to be in the 1K club?
It feels great. You know, it took a lot of hard work, dedication. Not really, but still. No, it feels great.
You want to thank your mom?
Yeah, you know, I'd like to thank my mom, my cats, my wife for putting up with my nonsense and my road rage, you know. So yeah.
Very cool. It's actually really cool to hit 1,000. Like,
no, it is cool.
I was ecstatic when I hit it, and I'm sure anyone else who's hit it is really happy about that.
Yeah, it's a milestone, you know.
It's a big number to think about it. 1,000 people have come to your channel and watched. That's a lot of people in the room, you know.
Right. When I first started this, I didn't think I'd get anywhere near that. Like when I hit 200, I'm like, oh wow, 200 people are watching my shit, and now we're up to 1,000. You know, it's pretty interesting. I like it. It's pretty cool. That's why I keep doing it. You know, I don't post as often as I used to, but still, it's fun. It's a fun hobby to have.
Yeah. And I remember, Facebook has these like memories. So it'll be like on this day, like 2 years ago or 3 years ago or whatever. Mm-hmm. And there was one of them where I was like, I have 6 subscribers. And I'm like, wow.
Wow. Yeah, you're well above 6 now.
I was super excited about this. It just like cracked me up at how much I got excited over that stuff.
Yeah. That's
So
funny. Yeah, me too. You know, like like I said, when I hit the 200, I'm like, wow, I'm actually making a name for myself. You know, but yeah, it's interesting to see how many people actually, you know, watch these videos and interact with them. You know, it's I never thought I'd be at 1,000 or even at 200. Like I said, it's just cool.
that is cool. Let's see. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just talk, and Six has never done a Q&A or any kind of thing like that for his channel. So the first half of this stream is gonna be questions that you guys have and any other questions that pop up within the conversations. And then after that, we have a little game called Would You Press a Button? If any of you guys have seen any YouTube videos, they're out there or whatever. So go ahead and start asking your questions. Tybalt is somewhere hidden in the room because someone's asking where Tybalt is. I actually have no idea where he is. He's not sleeping in his usual spots. I couldn't find him this morning either. And then I took a shower. No, I went out somewhere and came back, and he was just randomly there. So, like, who knows where he is? And, yeah, my glasses. I didn't feel like my contacts today. But go ahead and start asking questions. My question for you is, well, I had a lot more questions, but since I've been talking to you, like, so much lately, that I kind of answered most of them. So
Sure.
you told me that 6 is your favorite number, but what made you come up with the whole mydashcam6 name?
The whole name came from I didn't want a channel name like for example, I didn't want to call myself Bad Drivers of Chicago or Bad Drivers of, you know, where I live at, because at the time I was moving around a lot, so I didn't want to generalize my videos. So basically, long story short, what I wanted to do is make it more general. So like when I take a trip to like Southern Illinois or Central Illinois, the name would still fit because I'm not just Bad Drivers of Chicago. I'm just mydashcam6. My dashcam came from the idea of my dashcam in my car. So that was an easy one, but I wanted to throw in my favorite number, which is 6, to just kind of avoid any other channel names coming up with also my dashcam. So the 6 was thrown in there just to set myself apart. So that's how that came about.
I like the reasoning behind that, because in the end, that's the same reasoning that got me in putting when I had to change my name, that I did Arizona Road Cam. One, I wasn't like Bad Drivers of Connecticut encompassed the entire state, so I didn't have to worry about that. But I eventually started going out of state because of Uber and everything. But when I went to Arizona, I knew I was going to be driving places other than Tucson, so I didn't want to do like a Tucson specific. Road Cam lets me post things other than Bad Drivers, so I totally get that, and that's cool.
Yeah, because I don't know, like if you've ever noticed in my videos, I know that a lot of people will do like they'll have their videos and then they'll have like random clips at the end and stuff like that. Like my stuff, first of all, I don't really have time to be like just editing like a lot of other people do, which I do like. Like I wish I had the time to edit my videos as well as other people do. So my videos are more just like just random shit just that I put together. You know, I don't kind of like I don't separate, oh, these are my random clips, these are my other clips. Like, I just throw it all together. So it also helps me, it's part of the reason why I also just like the I forget what my point was to that, but yeah. So I have all my clips all randomly already. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but I guess I'm a little nervous on this live stream a little bit.
Okay, don't worry about it. If it comes to your mind, just go ahead and start talking about it. So I have
Oh yeah, sure.
question for you. Bad Drivers of Greenville SC asked, "What is your realistic dream car?"
My realistic dream car?
Yeah, so no $1,000 car.
No. I actually don't like the idea of having like a Ferrari or Lamborghini. I feel
boring.
yeah, I feel like that's more of a egotistical kind of car. Like, look at me, I have this money. My my realistic dream car. I actually owned at one point I used to have an old Crown Vic. It was like an old cop car. That was a pretty cool car because having a car like that, you people paid attention to your car a little bit more, so you had less people cutting you off and stuff like that. Like that, I guess would be my favorite car that I've owned. But my realistic dream car, I'd have to think about it a little bit because I say I've always wanted to own just for my own purposes. Like I always wanted to own an old cop car, and I did that already. I had my fun with it, and I got rid of it. So that would be my realistic dream car per se. But like what I want now, I don't know. Like I've already owned my dream car, so I got rid of it. Only because I. What's that?
How come you got rid of it?
Well, I was going to get into that. One day, me and my wife actually, before I started dash camming, I actually do have one video in that car that I had. But anyway, before I really started dash camming, me and the wife, we were, what were we doing? Oh, I picked her up from work, and we were going to McDonald's, and it wasn't raining, but the roads were slick, and at the time my tires weren't that great, so I was turning, the road curves, so I was changing lanes as the road curved, and somehow I just lost control of it, and I ended up um, basically plowing into a Ford F-150. I totaled that thing, and I totaled my car too.
Oh.
So yeah, but like I said, I could say without a doubt and without even embarrassment, like I don't care. Like I owned my dream car. It was a old cop car, and I had my fun with it. And now I'm driving a what is it? Corolla 2016.
Yeah, you're so basic now.
Yeah, I'm a basic bitch, So.
Okay, so there's a question from Bad Drivers of San Diego, California. Need advice to improve video quality. I know you've recently improved your video quality, so what did you do?
What did I do? Like I said, maybe I didn't mention it fully, but like I said, I don't have too much time to be fiddling around with like editing my videos and all that. So the less work I could do to improve my channel, the better it is for me. So all I did, honestly, was I bought a better dash cam. I'm not exactly sure what it's called. Oh, it's the G. Oh man, what's it called? I think it's like the
1W that everyone else has.
Yeah, it's that one. So I got that basic camera. The quality on it is much better than what I previously had. So
yeah, the camera you had was pretty crap.
Yeah, it was shit. Yeah. So long story short, what I did to improve my video quality was I got a new camera, and that pretty much solved all my issues. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
And just to add to this question, your video editor actually makes a difference, and then what you export your video too. So I had my issue wasn't the camera because I was on the iPhone for so much and it took great picture. So there's a setting for YouTube videos that makes the quality the best, and I think it's H6864624 something. I don't even know what it is. I have to look it up, but that is like the best setting if you're going to be posting videos on YouTube. Plus, you want to make sure that you upload in 1080p and you want to pick the best qualities and all that stuff like that. 60 frames per second is amazing on dash cam videos because it makes it feel like you're a lot closer to being there within the action and everything. So like as soon as I started doing 60 frames per second through the editor, that made a huge difference. So the editor is also like, you need a good camera so like yours, that was instant improvement because you just got a better camera. But also if you're going to have a better editor, and you don't need like the expensive Final Cut Pro or Adobe. I mean, I use Wondershare Filmora and that was $30. So, and
really?
Yeah, and my videos have like greatly improved since I changed to that. So
yeah, see, I've been trying to find myself, not to cut you off or anything, but I've been trying to find a good editor myself. What I use is Movie Maker, but that
eventually Movie Maker is just no good because that's what I was.
Well, yeah, because from what I understand, they don't what's the technical term? Basically, they don't update it no more. It's out of date.
Yeah.
Like they don't have it no more. So I've been trying to find a good editor myself. I didn't realize what you have is just $30. I might have to look into that.
The Movie Maker was just like basic, and it's really good for beginners that have never edited before, because that's what I did. But then I wanted
that's how I started too. Yeah.
Like slow-mo and zoom because that doesn't let you zoom, and I wanted to do more graphic-based stuff, and so Wondershare lets you do all of like everything you see me do in my videos. It's all Wondershare, like the zooming and the arrows and all the filters that I use, and everything that you see has green screen capability, so it lets me make those Halloween videos that I always make. So I recommend that. It's a good editor, and it's only like $30, $35, whatever it was. I can't remember.
Yeah, where did you get it? Is it something I could get at Best Buy or?
Oh, no, I just got it online. I just downloaded it.
Oh, okay, that'll be something for my wife to do. So,
yeah, you can go to wondershare.com. Or if Filmora is it was originally Wondershare, but they updated it to something really way better, and it's now called Filmora. But
okay.
Yeah, I recommend it. It's also still easy. It doesn't have it's not hard in my opinion. So as I went from Movie Maker to Wondershare, and I was easily able to do it. So.
Right, yeah, because see, I'm trying to find a replacement, and I don't, like I said, I don't edit videos as often as other people, so I don't want to, splurge on I was considering, I believe it's called Sony Vegas or something like that. Like I was thinking about that, but it's pricey for what I do. I only post now once a month. It wouldn't be worth it for me. But for something like for $30, that's a good deal.
Yeah, I recommend it. So you should check it out. All right, Bad Drivers of Western North Carolina asks, "What's your favorite color?"
My favorite color is green. It's always been green. I don't know why, but it is. And I pointed at
your favorite color. It's just your favorite.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Like, why do you like chicken or something? You just do.
Just do. Yep.
Let's see. Chandler 102 asks, "What is your dream Caribbean vacation place?"
Caribbean vacation place. Well, my dream vacation, yeah, people like going to the Caribbean islands and stuff like that. Like I'm very very basic. Like my dream vacation, honestly, like would be going to, because I've never been actually, and we're actually gonna do this in October. But like for me, my dream vacation is going to Florida, just seeing the beach. Like that would be that's so awesome to me. Like just to stand on the beach, watching out into the ocean. Like I said, I'm very basic, and I think that would be really cool to do. Um, if I were to go to an exotic place, I wouldn't even know where to begin because I've never thought about something like that. Like it's that kind of stuff is it's cool to think about perhaps, but not for me. You know, I'm happy with just doing the simple stuff like going to Florida, walking on the beach.
Hmm.
But to go out to like the Caribbean islands or like the Bahamas, that's cool. It would be cool to do, don't get me wrong, but do I sit here and think about, oh man, that would be so cool to do this? Like, if it happens, it happens. Like, I'm not planning on going to some exotic place because it's just not me. So, hopefully that answers that question.
I would pick Hawaii just because I don't want to deal with passports and going to other countries.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, then you gotta deal with like all that nonsense.
Yeah,
So,
I would just go to
so yeah.
Hawaii.
That would actually be a cool place to go to, actually.
Yeah, like you're good. You're good to go with that. Just hop on a plane.
Yep.
Um, Paffy asks, any issues with your Corolla?
No. And oh, hold on, my earpiece fell out here. So yeah, the Corolla I've had since March of 2016. I lease it. So when I got it, it had zero, pretty much. I think it had like 2 miles on it. Right now, I have roughly 21,000 miles on it. I've only had to do the routine maintenance on it. Um, so I definitely recommend the Corolla because I used to have a Chevy Sonic. I bought that one brand new as well back in November of 2016. And within the first 1,000 miles, I had to take it in at least 2 or 3 times to the dealer to have like the heater fan replaced. Like just everything was falling apart on that car. By the time it hit 50,000 miles, I had to contemplate basically either footing a $1,500 repair bill or just giving up the car and getting the new Corolla. Like I don't understand what's up with Chevy lately. Like when I bought the Chevy Sonic, I thought, oh man, this car looks great. It's going to be awesome, and it was just for me, it was shit. I don't know how other people feel about the Sonic or like the Cruise or whatever, but I was very disappointed with with the Sonic. But I would definitely recommend anybody to get the Corolla.
Yeah, that's unusual to have that many problems in a car under
Right.
with such low mileage. Because even
Yeah.
my cheap little Mitsubishi that I had, I didn't have to do work on it for years, and
Mhm.
that had always dealt with long commutes, so it had a lot of mileage on it. So no car should have to go through all that. That's a shitty car.
Mhm.
Remember when you jumped the curb in that car?
Yes. Yes, I do. There's a little, I guess, like a mostly. I'll just sum up. Basically, I picked up a couple family members in that old cop car that I had, and that's when I first had it. So we were just driving. It was pretty much it was like 10 o'clock at night, and I believe it was snowy at the time, and I basically passed up a street that I wanted to go on. So I'm like, oh, I'll just pull into this driveway. Well, turns out it wasn't a driveway. It was just a snow covered curb. So I just went up the curb with the car, and the person that asked the question has always busted my balls about that. So yeah.
Oh, I lost my place. I don't remember where I was. Nathan Richardson asks tips for starting a new dash cam channel. So that kind of goes with my question, sort of. You've been around for a million years.
Yes, I believe it's actually
2012.
million.
3 million years. So your videos start in 2012, and for a while you were doing like short little videos, like 30 seconds of something happening.
Yeah.
And then eventually you started the compilations. So what changed from going the little videos to making a compilation? And when you started out, like what did you do to start out? Like what happened to get you started going and all that kind of thing?
Sure. So back before I started my YouTube channel, I actually had a pretty simple job. It was a laid back job, so I had a lot of time to just, surf YouTube and just all kinds of, I was watching all kinds of channels. And I started seeing like these, at the time it was the basic people, like, it was Halo, you, Cammy, I was watching videos like that. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to start a channel of my own. So I started thinking, what do I want to do with my channel? So I started out with basic stuff, with basically just posting random clips that I found that I came across. But I found that was very time. It consumed a lot of time to post clips individually. And when I started thinking about how to save some time, I'm like, you know what? I'll just do what pretty much everyone else was doing, which is making compilations. So the reason I started doing compilations was just to save time from editing, because at the time when I was posting just clips individually, it was I had a whole different process. I didn't use a movie maker or anything like that. I just simply uh, uploaded a clip from my camera straight onto YouTube, and that always took forever. So, like I said, I just wanted to shorten that time, so I started making compilations. And since my first compilation, I never went back to doing, individual clips, unless it was just like uh, something crazy. Like, I know I've posted a couple random single clips here and there, but yeah, I never went back to posting single clips because it took too much time. So if you're like if you're looking for advice on how to start a channel, I would just go straight up into making compilations, because it'll save you time in the end.
Okay, interesting. And let's see. William 5629 asks, have you ever seen a tornado?
I have never seen an actual tornado. I have been through an aftermath of a tornado. I actually posted a video about that way back when. It was a tornado that went through a little town in central Illinois. It was Washington, Illinois, I believe. Uh, so I've never seen an actual tornado myself, but I've seen the devastation that a tornado causes to a community. So I've seen that.
Mm-hmm. That's got to be scary.
Yeah, it makes you appreciate the stuff that you do have.
Yeah.
Out here in this area, maybe not where I live, perhaps, but like definitely central Illinois, where I have family and stuff like that. When it is tornado season, that shit, it could change people's lives. Like, it will change people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
It is devastating. It was definitely devastating.
Yeah, I think out of all the natural disasters that go on, tornado is the scariest. I know,
Oh yeah.
like hurricanes are pretty scary too. I've been through several of them in Connecticut, and they're still trying. The shoreline is still wrecked from Sandy, but I don't know. Tornadoes are just a lot scarier because they're just, I don't know. You can see it, and they're bigger, and they're fast, and they cause way more destruction in such a shorter time. They're just scary. But Twister's my favorite movie. I love watching that movie. I don't care.
No, that's a good movie. It's one of my favorites, actually. I can't, actually, that I believe it's Bill Paxton. He recently passed away, not that long ago. It was it blew me away. I'm like, oh shit, I'm getting like all these people are starting to pass away. It's like shit, I'm getting old. so yeah.
Chandelier, in response to tornadoes, says, "What about those eerie Chicago tornado sirens?
Have
you heard them?
Maybe. Well, I mean, I guess I know what they're talking about, or she's talking about, but for me, it's a normal thing. I guess if you're not from the area, it could come across as eerie or weird, but all it is every month. I don't know how it is in other areas, but once a month they just test the tornado sirens every Tuesday of the month. I never thought it was eerie. I don't know what to say about that.
Probably used to it.
Yeah. It's a normal thing.
Say, one of my apartments in Connecticut, the alarm for the fire department sounded like a tornado siren.
Okay.
I first heard that moved in. I first heard that when there was a fire. I was like, "What is that? Is that a tornado?" Because I was like kind of across the street from it, so it was really loud, but it was definitely sounded exactly like a tornado siren. And I was like, "Oh my god!" Like it like freaked me out the first couple times I heard it, and then I got used to it. I was like, "Whatever."
yeah, you get used to it. Like actually, back when I was a little guy, I used to live, like you said, I used to live outside of a fire department. Like the fire department was across the street from my apartment. And back before I knew what was going on, like I was only like 3 or 4 years old, the tornado sirens, like I said, would go off once a month. And every time they went off, like me and my brother, we just got scared to hell. Like we didn't know what was going on. But at one point, like one day, I'm like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm looking out the window. I'm seeing what this is, and ever since then, I just found them to be fascinating. So yeah, it's just funny how you just get used to the stuff.
Yeah. I doubt the people that are in Tornado Alley get used to that.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Gotta be extra scary to hear that stuff, because then you're just gotta scramble to your
right.
Whatever. I would never want to live there.
No, yeah, like I said, I do know someone that lives out in I'll call it the Tornado Alley, if you will, but well, maybe not. Like, I mean, I guess Illinois is part of the Tornado Alley, but I would think like Oklahoma is more Tornado Alley than it is in Illinois. Like, yeah. So I guess I'll retract what I said. I don't know anyone that lives in Tornado Alley, but I do know someone that lives in a area prone to tornadoes. And I always, it's always frightening when he's like, oh, tornado warning. I'm like, oh shit. So.
Connecticut has had a freaking tornado at least once a year. And I remember driving, and I heard on the radio that we were in a tornado warning in this area where I was driving. So I was like paranoid. I was like looking over the mountains and trees and stuff like that, looking for it. The problem is the tornadoes in Connecticut are practically invisible, so you can't see them.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Huh.
And then all of a sudden you hear that there's a tornado hit, and you see the destruction, And sometimes there's video, and it's like you can faintly see it. But yeah, it's like all of a sudden Connecticut started getting all the natural disasters because we started getting earthquakes too. I'm like, why are we getting earthquakes? Why are we getting?
Yeah, that's a odd place for an earthquake. I know Illinois is on a pretty active, like, I don't want to say it's on an active fault line, but I know it's on a fault line. So we do get earthquakes periodically, but they're never like nothing like you would see out by like California or something like that. But we do get earthquakes once in a while. Um, there's I know I felt one before, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Like, it was the weirdest thing. So yeah.
I've never felt one.
Yeah, I know. I definitely felt one. It's a bizarre feeling. Like, it's bizarre. I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah. Any other questions from the chat? Everyone's talking about tornadoes now.
I see that. It's a hot topic apparently.
Some people have seen them. Some people have a couple different countries here. But is there anything you wanted to talk about specifically?
I mean, yeah, I was really here to experience the experience. So, like, there's nothing specifically I had to talk about. But yeah, the wife just walked in, and I looked at her like, "What do you want?" But then she walked away, so I'm safe. I give my wife a hard time a lot, but I love her.
Well, you also just call her wife.
I do. That's like, I mean, I'll call her by her name to like maybe other people sometimes, but she pretty much goes by wife. So that's just that's just the kind of relationship we have.
So, what kind of YouTube channels do you watch that are not dash cam and car crash related?
Not dash cam and not car crash related. I like to look at. I actually have a hobby of my own outside of. I have a lot of little hobbies, but one of my hobbies is I build what they call like HO scale cities. So basically, like a model city, like you would find. Like the best reference I have is like if you watch Beetlejuice, the little town that the dude has in the attic, something like that is what I build. So I watch a lot of YouTube channels on like they're like how to videos of like building stuff for like model cities. So I do that a lot. I watch those kind of videos. I am pretty much forced into watching makeup videos because the wife is just addicted to makeup, so I have to watch those as well. Some of them are actually pretty interesting. Like, I wouldn't really get into makeup myself, but it's pretty interesting. The concept of like kind of like what we do here with the dash cam videos. Like, you would never think that there's such a following of people wanting makeup advice.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Interesting.
The channels are big.
Oh, yeah.
Dallas Dash Cammer asked, does your wife think your dash camming is stupid?
Maybe at once she thought it was stupid, but at this point, like, she's so used to it that, I've grown accustomed to actually looking forward to taking car trips with her because her commentary is more hilarious than mine. So she likes it. I don't think she was ever against it per se, but or I don't think she ever thought it was like, whoa, what the hell is this? Like let's see, back in 2012. So yeah, like I've been doing dash camming pretty much after, yeah, I started once I pretty much met her. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Anyway, no, she's used to it. I'm doing the timeline in my head. There's a gap there. But anyway, yeah, no, she's used to it. She likes it. Like I said, I look forward to driving with her because her commentary it makes me laugh. So yeah.
I don't hear her much in your videos. You gonna put a camera in her car?
You know what? It's because lately she got a new Prius, 2017. So when we use my car, the Corolla, for I just use it to go to work, and I also use it for Uber. So usually when I'm in my car, it's only me in the car. Before it was kind of different, but I am planning on getting a better camera for her Prius. So when we are driving around together, I could add videos of me and her just because I like to. So, so yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I saw a question. I just lost it.
What is your favorite state?
There it is. Who asked
my
that?
who asked it? It was William 5629.
Yep.
My favorite state that I've been to, I would have to say I like Wisconsin only because I like how luscious it is. Like there's a lot. Like I'm into the foresty type of environment. So there's a lot of woods in Wisconsin.
Lush, not luscious. Lush.
Luscious, something, some vocabulary word. But yeah, so I like the lush of the Wisconsin. Um, a state that I want to go to, like I mentioned before, is actually Florida, and that's going to happen in October. So I'm looking forward to that.
That'll be cool.
Mhm.
Like I don't really have a favorite state. I like Arizona. I like Arizona. I like California.
It's kind of an interesting question because it's like you don't really think about stuff like that. Like, it's kind of a ballpark question. Like, what is your favorite?
How many different states have you been in?
I've been to.
Airports not included.
I'm sorry. What's not included?
Airports not included. So if you just did a layover, it doesn't count.
Oh yeah, no. I've actually only been on a plane one time in my life. I was actually born in Poland, so when I was like 1 year old, we hopped on a plane, flew to Chicago, and that was it. So I've never been on a plane since then. But anyway, the states that I've been to, uh, I'll just name them off just because that's the only way I can think of it. Anyway, Wisconsin, Iowa, Indiana, Illinois, obviously, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. So yeah, those are the states that I've been to.
I've been to at least half.
Half?
More than half, I think. So I don't want to name them all. They'll take forever to name them.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
I've pretty much been all north, and then I've been down the west coast, and I've taken a bit of south, but I haven't done anything super Midwest or the South. I haven't done any southern states at all, like Florida or Louisiana and stuff like that. I haven't done any of that. So you are Polish? Did your family come from Poland, or is it like military?
Yeah. No. I'm 100% Polish. My mom is 100% Polish, and so is my dad. So yeah, we basically immigrated from Poland to, like I said, to Chicago back in 1988ish, 87, something like that. I think it was 87. But yeah, so.
Do you speak Polish?
Oh yeah, I understand it more than I speak it, but yeah, I could definitely speak it.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a little skill I have.
Someone
So,
says they're Polish here in the chat. FK Games. I'm
nice.
I am a quarter Polish because my grandfather is 100% Polish. Mom was 50. Now I guess I'm a quarter.
Nice. That's cool.
I think Polish is like as my mom's maiden name is Perkowski.
Oh yeah, that's a Polish name. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I would say mine, but then it's like, oh wait. so,
You
so
don't
I
want
won't be
to.
doing. Well, I'll tell you this: it ends with a ski. So, so yeah.
Let's see. How do you feel? J Whirl asks, "How do you feel about photo and feast photo enforced speed zones?"
Photo enforced speed limit zones. I like the concept of it, but realistically, I, without saying too much, but like from the background that I have, I know that like, oh man, well, speed limit zone, the photo enforcement for speed limits is kind of counterproductive in my opinion, because if you're, let's say a police officer is like doing a traffic detail or something like that, um, and he clocks, let's say it's a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit, and he clocks you going like maybe 38, 39. With the photo enforcement, I believe it would start taking your photo after about, I think it's like right on the money. Like, there's really no leeway. But with a police officer, he's not going to waste his time uh, getting you for like 35 or 5 over or even 8 over. Like, I guess my point to it is there should be a lot more leniency because not everybody drives literally 30 miles an hour. Like, it's not everyone does that. Like, everyone kind of goes over a little bit, maybe under, but it's hard to keep it right at 30. So, my thing is with that is I just wish there was more leniency with those cameras because realistically, if it was a police officer sitting there where that camera is, 9 times out of 10, he wouldn't go after you for what the camera would, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And there's like kind of flaws in everything. The Tucson had red light cams that got voted off a year, 2 years ago, I think. They voted to turn them off because it was run by a different company, and the money went to that company. So yellow lights were shortened, and they would, people would get hit with tickets if they were turning right on red. Like that happened.
Yeah.
That happened to my brother. So, like, they had to come up with a system that's not going to be so flawed, and then I think that they could work. Like, for one thing, do a like a flat rate to the company running the cameras and have the money go straight to the police, because then the company running the cameras is not biased and are not trying to get themselves more money. You know what I mean? So,
That's. Oh,
go ahead. Go ahead.
I just hear an echo. Anyway, like what you were saying, as far as like the companies being biased, I agree with that. Like, if the company is making money off these tickets, then obviously they're going to do things to increase whatever little profit they can. So it shouldn't be about profit. It should be literally about providing a safe driving environment. It shouldn't be about how much money you can make off a ticket. It should be about slowing down people. It should be about making people stop at red lights. It shouldn't be about the money. It should be about the safety. So
Hmm.
that's my thing with those.
Yeah, and that's what they're supposed to be for. Any kind of ticket is to stop people from, breaking the law, so the road is a lot safer.
Mhm.
So, but it because like now, like the amount of people that run red lights in Tucson is pretty bad. It's
Yeah.
bad, but and I don't know why. Like I could when I was in Connecticut, I could see why people were running the lights so much because red light system is shit over there. Like you're
Mhm.
at a red light, and it's like the way traffic is and the way the streets are is just you're always waiting at a red light. Like it got so
What
frustrating that even
in
I wanted to run a light.
sure
But
in
like
Connecticut? Sorry to cut you off, but in Connecticut, is it more? Do they run off like timers, or is it more off of sensors? Do you
I
know?
I believe it's almost all timers.
Okay, I was thinking that too, because that would explain that.
Yeah, like you would be sitting waiting for the left green arrow to stop when there's no one turning left, or you could be waiting to turn left, but you don't get any. You have a red arrow, so you can't even go on a green, and there's nobody around, but you can't go because you're sitting at a red arrow to turn left. And so, like in Tucson, I could tell there's sensors. Most of the time, there was a lot more sensors, but like if you want to turn left, first you wait for the green light, which you can turn if your road is clear, but then the green arrows afterward, and I think that's way better
Mhm.
because people aren't rushing to cut in front of people to turn left because they know eventually they're going to get a green arrow anyway, so that they can go afterwards. But like
Yeah, I was actually. Go on.
I just don't feel like I'm sitting at red lights all the time, all day long, every day,
Yeah,
around in Tucson.
yeah, I was going to mention that to you when I watched your video, your last video. There was a clip where basically the green arrow, uh, the light turned red, and then you got the green arrow. I actually have never seen something like that. Like I'm like, whoa, that's different. Because I was trying to figure out, like in that clip, you're just like, kind of sitting behind the line, just waiting for. At the time, I'm like, what is she waiting for? But then I realized you're just waiting for the light.
Yeah.
So I never seen it. I think that way, that the way it's made, the way that's I don't know what the technical term is, but basically the way that intersection is designed, I think it would be more beneficial to be like that in other places, like around here. That would be awesome. But yeah, I guess my point is to that. That's actually pretty cool. I've never seen something like that before.
It's that's all of Tucson. I don't know about the rest of Arizona, but all of
Mm,
Tucson is like that. And there are a couple of intersections where the green light is first, and it'll say it actually has to put a sign saying that's a leading green arrow, because everywhere else is all the arrow is after. And
okay.
I actually love that because if you miss the green arrow and then if you're waiting on just a regular green to yield, someone is more inclined to like jump across, cut across to get themselves there, so that they don't miss the light. They don't have to set it again. And no, they're not sitting in the middle of the road intersection either. So the light turns red, all of a sudden they're blocking the box. So
Okay.
I love that the fact that the green arrow is after, because then if you can go, you can just go and you don't have to worry about a green arrow. But if you can't go, you know you have an arrow to go. So that's why in that clip I sat there, because most of the time you can't go anyway because there's so many cars coming.
Yeah.
And looking at the cars at that moment, I saw how many cars there. I'm like, well, there's no way I'm going to be able to go until the green arrow. So I'll just sit
Right.
here.
Yeah. No, I was like at the time when I was watching the video, I'm like, wow, she's. I'm like, why isn't she moving up? But then it makes sense, and I probably would have done the same thing. Like it's almost pointless to pull out when there's so much traffic coming because you'll be able to go eventually anyway. So there's no point even pulling out into the intersection because you're gonna get that light anyway. So I see what you're doing, and I would have done the same thing. So
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times I'll roll up. If I'm on the inside lane, because there's a lot of left turn dual turns. If I'm on the inside lane, I will roll up if the traffic isn't bad because I can see. But if I'm in the outside lane, I can't really see if there's cars coming or not because other people turning left on the opposite side. So I will roll up a little, but I usually will just sit there unless I can see that there's not a lot of cars because then I'll roll up so I'll be able to turn left. But I was going to say something else specific, but I forgot what it was.
Moving on.
Oh, yeah. And if there's nobody behind you, you can't roll up. Otherwise, you won't get your green arrow because there are sensors. And I learned that the hard way because I rolled up and then all of a sudden I'm like, I couldn't go. But then I'm like, okay, I'll get the arrow afterward. But I was the only one there. So then all of a sudden I didn't get the arrow. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, oh, because I was in the middle of the intersection. And so I learned that it's censored, so they won't get a left arrow unless someone's sitting there by the line.
But yeah, that's a good, that's I guess one way to learn the hard way. Next time just sit at the line. So
if there's cars behind me, then I'll roll up. But if there's no one around, then I sit at the line. I don't go anywhere unless it's clears and I could turn left.
Right, because then you won't get the light.
But I think I like the left arrow at the end rather than the beginning.
Yeah.
So, way less frustrating.
So Leadfoot86 asked a question that is interesting. A two-light system, red and green. I don't know how that would work. Because I don't think that would work. Because think about it, if there's, I guess I'm speaking more to him, but if we had a two-light system, we have a green light, and then suddenly the light turns red. So you're gonna have nothing but like your rear end accidents are going to increase twofold because people are just now slamming on their brakes. So it wouldn't work too well.
Yeah, you need to know that the red is coming.
Yeah.
That you can slow down. People think that you can still go on yellow, but yellow technically means stop.
Right.
Unless you're too close to the line to stop. Dallas Dash Camera says the original system was two lights. They added the yellow for safety.
Yep. I thought I was going to say that too, but I wasn't 1,000% sure about that one.
Well, he's way older than us, so he would know.
Okay.
He grew up in the 1960s.
Okay, so he would know.
He's not that old, but I'm just kidding. I'm playing.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what the heck? Like, I had no idea.
He's older than us, but I'm just making fun of his age.
Okay. That's awesome. That's funny. And here I thought, okay, great. He's 50 years old watching these videos. Oh, great.
No, he's not funny. Just busted his chops. I love old jokes. They're my favorite. Who hates speed bumps by Pathy? Oh my God.
I hate speed bumps.
Tucson or just in Arizona in general. The amount of speed bumps I go over is no wonder my car's having strut issues.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. The whole concept of speed bumps is stupid. All it does is like, for me, I think, my opinion is it just creates more wear and tear on cars than it does anything else. Because I had a video, I posted a video not that long ago where basically in Chicago, I was dropping somebody off for Uber, and there was a speed bump, but it wasn't painted or anything. It was just a bump, and it was dark, so I didn't see it. So I was going 30 miles an hour in a 20-mile-an-hour zone, granted, but still, I hit that bump, and I bottomed out in that car. So it did slow me down. It did its job, but you know, I think I can't think of a way, but I'm sure there's ways to slow down traffic besides putting wear and tear on cars. Like there has to be a different way of doing it.
Yeah, like there's all the paint that have been painted on speed bumps here are all faded, so I don't see them either. And
Hmm.
I've hit them. Luckily, a lot of them are humps and not actual bumps. You know, they just kind of go over, and it's not just like a hard bump. But I'll see it at the last minute. I'm like, oh, speed bump, and have to hit the brakes, or like I'll hit it and I'm not going, slow enough, and I'm like, well, I'll hit the bottom of the
Yeah.
car or something like that.
Uh-huh.
They're
Yep.
not
Yep.
marked properly. They're like the paint has faded so much, and Tucson roads aren't that great if it's not a main road. So
Yeah.
it just makes it worse. And then you have to like
No.
constantly
Yeah.
stop and then hit the gas, so your brakes
Right.
you're using
Again.
gas and all
Again,
that.
it's the wear and tear. Yeah. Not a fan. Not a fan at all.
Yeah, I hate them, and they're everywhere in Tucson, everywhere. So, so
These live streams, they're after they're over, they get aired again or something like that. Is that correct, Wendy?
what?
With these live streams, once it's over, can someone go back and rewatch it or no?
Yeah, I always when the live stream ends, it goes unlisted so that it could finish, process
Hmm.
and all, and then I make it public again, so then people can just
Okay.
watch. Yeah.
So yeah, in reference to what Leadfoot86 is saying, uh, if you're missing something, you can just rewatch it at another time. So yeah,
So
that's why
I want to bring
that's
something.
why I brought that up.
No, that's
Yeah.
okay. That's good. So people that might not watch my streams, that might know them. Okay, so
Hmm.
somebody, this is really funny. Somebody just commented on my video about the first clip where I was hanging back behind the line.
Yeah.
So they said oh my God, like Cammie is just texting me over and over again right now. I'll talk to her in a minute. Cammie, shut up. Hold on, let me ask. I'm streaming. Let me cover up her name. Oh, you can't see it. Too much light. She's like texting me over and over again. She's annoying me purposely because I'm streaming.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So the comment is, in the first clip, how many people missed the green light because you decided not to move into the intersection? Nobody could go. Really.
Right.
Nobody could go.
That's, I don't know. So I try to censor some of the stuff that I say so I don't offend some of these viewers. But it's like, you have to think a little bit. Like, where are you gonna go? Like,
That's what I kept like yelling in that clip, because when someone honked at me, like, why are you like, where? Literally, I'm asking, where am I gonna go? All I can do is roll up a couple feet. Well, what the hell does that do anything?
It's
nobody missed any light. Like, I couldn't go until the light went green. So and as you can see that I start rolling up when the light turns yellow, because I know I'm going to get the arrow. So by the time that turns green, I'm already in the intersection anyway. So nobody missed anything. It's like so stupid. Like, they're so blank when it comes to that. Anyway, bye, Bad Driver.
Yeah.
San Diego. See you later. Thanks for joining.
Bye-bye.
But I found it funny that someone like the comment just came in.
It's odd timing.
Just talking about that. I'm texting Cammie. Everyone says hi.
Tell her I said hello-ish. I don't say hi.
mydashcam6 says hello-ish. She's probably working, so that's
Yeah.
probably why she's not on.
No worries.
Oh, there she is.
Oh.
And you're late because your password is janky. Hi, Cammy.
Hello, Kimmy.
Okay, so I think we should jump into this game. It's already 5 o'clock.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
And then we'll just move on to conversation once we get bored with this game.
Okay.
So, people in the audience, we're going to be playing Would You Press the Button? And what it's going to do is present us with a choice, sort of. It's kind of like, I'm trying to do a couple things at once. It's making me like this. So let me pull up the screen and then we'll screen share. Why aren't you working? Okay, maybe we can't play it. Uh-oh.
Oh no. What will we do now?
Oh, why isn't it screen sharing? And I can't even like refresh because then it'll end the stream.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. This is new. I've never been able to not screen share. Like I'm pressing the button.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're talking to the wrong guy. I have no idea how any of this shit works.
Hey, your grandpa.
I am. I'm an old timer apparently.
Okay, so sorry, guys. Like literally, I don't know what's happening. It literally won't let me screen share, and so we can't really play the game. We can, but we won't have the visual of the game, and I don't want to refresh anything because I don't want to end the stream by accident.
I mean, is it? I mean, if you do refresh it, is it something that we could just restart the stream, perhaps? I don't know.
The whole stream will end, like even the YouTube one. So I'd have to create another one, and the audience would have
to
go
rejoin and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
All I can guess is that I don't know why it's not screen sharing.
Well, there's I don't know.
I mean, I could read it off. You guys don't have to see the screen or watch me push the button, but that's kind of like not fun.
Yeah.
What does everybody think? Do you want me to just read things off, or like I don't know why it's not screen sharing. Sorry. So okay. So what do you want to do? Do you want to still do it? Like, because I can pull it up.
I mean, if it's up to me, I mean, why not just, we can do it that way for a few, see how it works out,
Okay.
If it's,
we just won't have the visuals.
Try it.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll just have to see your pretty face, that's all.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. I can literally press any other button, but when I press that one, it doesn't work. And I'm not using my usual Firefox because Hangout sucks butt and won't work with Firefox right now. And okay. All right. Well, the problem also is I can't see the chat or whatever. Okay. So will you press the button is a game where you're given a scenario, but there's a but, and it's usually something bad or something that you might not like or something that happens to someone else. And it's kind of like Would You Rather almost. So then if you would push the button if it's something that you want to do, or you won't push the button because it's not something that you want to do or have, something like that. And so what's going to happen is me and Six are going to try, and we're going to either agree or disagree, and you guys can also let us know what you want, and then like kind of a group effort, we'll all decide if we're going to press a button or not press the button. Cammy says she'll press the button on. So I'm really mad that I can't. Oh, hold on a sec. I wonder if I can't screen share because press the button is in a different. Here, let me see.
The anticipation is killing me.
I have where you press the button open in Firefox because that's what I use.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering if
I think
because I didn't have I'm using Chrome, and I don't like using anything but.
I think Cammy's trying to get a hold of you, perhaps. Yeah, I think she is. She keeps saying, Wendy, Wendy,
Yes,
Wendy.
Every stream. If she actually joined us for once, she wouldn't have to do that. I told you whenever. So it's still not working. This is sad.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is what it is. We'll just do it the other way, perhaps.
So I guess I'll just read it. Whatevers. Okay, so like here's the first scenario. You get to go to the fictional world of your choosing and gain powers that would be viable in the world, but your least favorite fictional character has to tag along with you. So this is something a little.
Okay.
So think about your favorite fictional world. I know I have mine already. And then think about your least favorite character in that world, and do you want to deal with them forever while you're gaining all your powers and be a viable asset in that world?
I have to think of a fictional world first. Is this based only on books or just whatever?
Whatever your fictional world. So it says your fictional world of choosing. So it could be a movie, a book, a TV show. Mine's my favorite TV show. I would press the button because I would love to be in that world.
Yeah, I mean,
I could deal with the least favorite character.
Yeah, like I mean, are we going to talk about what your fictional world is, or are we just simply saying, "Oh yeah, I'd do it"?
We don't have to.
Okay, well then let's go with a yes. I'd do it because it's worth it. It's you get to be in your fictional world, your place of choosing. You just have to deal with the one crappy person. That's okay.
Yeah. And then it gives you stats of all the people who've played the game, and it says that 79% of people have pushed the button, so they agree. Come on, let me screen share. Keep trying to screen share. Okay, so let's see. So here's the next one. You get the ability to speak, read, write, and sign in any language, but you won't be able to taste food.
Ugh. I would not be hitting that button. I need to taste what I'm eating. Like, no. Like, I would rather not speak at all than not taste food. So, yeah, I'm not hitting that button.
I was like, very quickly, I was agreeing, like, I would want to taste food, but if you can't taste food, I would be able to eat healthier.
That is true. You know, that's a...
And because healthy food tastes disgusting.
It does. Yep, it does. I
but
would still rather taste what I'm eating. Like, you know, like someone's gonna give you a pile of dog shit, but you can't taste it. Are you gonna eat it because you can't taste it? I don't think so.
well,
I
no,
would not.
you still know what it is. It's not like you're blindly.
No, I'm not hitting the button. I
You
want
won't
to
hit the
know what
button.
I'm eating.
What about the chat? Would you guys hit the button? I don't think. I don't know. Like I love tasting food and having really yummy food, but I hate eating healthy because it doesn't taste good
Uh-huh.
the way it tastes. But if you didn't taste anything, then it didn't matter what you ate. So you can eat healthy.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
But then it's like, but then you have to think about the what you're gaining by not tasting food. I mean, is it really? I mean, yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be a cool skill to have, but is it really worth not tasting food forever? I still say no. Like,
Let
you know,
button.
so it looks like
Some normal
so
guys.
it looks like it's 50-50 for now.
Now I have the tendency
For,
to binge eat. Then yeah, push the button. All right, so we're gonna do not press the button. We'll go with what you say.
yeah, let's do not.
It is literally 50-50.
Yeah, it
Like
almost does.
all the people
What
who
else?
played this game, it's 50-50.
Really
Exactly.
interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. All right, the next one. You can start your life over from any age you choose and do things that you wished you did and having the information you have when you go back in time. But this will change the future completely, and you will have to repeat all of your worst moments as well as your best ones.
I would not hit the button because I'm a sole believer of things happen for a reason. You know, everybody has experiences in their lives that they might want to do over, or just basically do over. But those experiences help shape who you are today. Like you wouldn't be who you are today without going through what you went through at that time. So, it's almost like changing your whole, like, you could potentially be changing your whole lifestyle. Like, who knows where you would be if you do the repeat, if you do the redo. Like, I would rather just stay where I'm at than to change something, and who knows where I would be. So I would
It's just
so I would not hit the button.
question is worded weirdly because it says you would can do things that you wished you did.
And that's the other thing about it. It's kind of
And it says it'll
uh,
change the future completely, but then it also says you'll have to repeat your best and worst moments.
and that would almost
Contradict.
logic. Yeah, logically that doesn't make sense because let's say um, your worst moment is you got hit by a car and you had to stay at the hospital for let's say you were comatose for a while. Um, if you choose to not do that, but you still have to be comatose, doesn't make sense. Like what? How would you be comatose if you never got hit?
You can't
So
read
it's stupid.
worst and best moments if the future is changed completely. All right, we're gonna do not press the button because that just doesn't make sense. Okay. And 63% didn't press the button. Oh no, 63% did press the button. So we're in the 30.
They did.
Yeah.
Interesting.
30%.
No, I still choose no.
Yeah, it's okay. So the next one is you will have the ability to learn any language, but you will never be able to speak your native tongue, nor could you ever relearn it.
Mm,
So
I
you knows how to speak English, but you could speak all the other languages pretty much.
I mean, the job that I have now requires me to speak English. So, if I learn a new language, that means I have to get a new job, and I don't want to do that. So, I choose no. Like, you know, not just like I mean, I do speak another language.
Considering how many
What?
people speak English, it's just kind of detrimental.
Yeah, it's I would not choose that because, like I said, I rely on English for what I do. If I lose English, I lose what I do. So I don't want to do that.
Drivers of Central Ohio says press the button. More languages, the better.
But then you can't speak English.
Yeah, you can't speak English because that's our native language. I mean, if you're from France,
Like,
then you couldn't speak French, but you'd be able to speak English and Chinese and all that other stuff. So more languages is cool, but not being able to speak English for us anyway is kind of
yeah,
hard.
it's counterintuitive.
I agree with that one as well. I would not press the button. And if it's 50-50 and 52% would press the button. All right. So the next one is you have every superpower possible, also immortal, but you have extremely severe depression, which cannot be cured. You can't even commit suicide because you're immortal.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say you can't because you're immortal. Really, all it comes down to is that question really comes down to, do you want to live forever or not? Like, who cares what kind of powers you have? Like, you're living forever. Like, honestly, I would not want to live forever because, I mean, does that mean you age still? Like, are you still gonna get old? Like, when you're 1,000 years old, are you like, what are you at that point? Like,
I guess that depends on what you deem as immortal. Most fantasy worlds deem immortal you're what age you are right now forever.
okay. Okay, so let's say it's that. That's fine. I still say no because then, like, you grow as time goes on. Everybody that you know or knew is gone. Like, like it would seem like a sad life to live knowing that you are constantly going to be losing people. Like, as soon as you meet someone, it's like, hey, I'm gonna not maybe physically watch you die, but I'm gonna be there at your funeral. Like, it would be weird. Like, I wouldn't want to live forever knowing that everybody I meet is going to die before me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think immortality. I think so. So
Well,
yeah.
that's why you have extreme severe depressions because everybody's
Exactly. I guess it comes. Yeah, I guess it makes sense then. But no, I would choose not to hit the button on this one. It would
like
be cool to have like all the superpowers though. Like, can you imagine having like? Well, now hold on. Now I got something for you. What if your superpower is having the ability to give immortality to other people?
the phrase is you have every superpower possible, also immortal.
So
So every superpower possible. There is no like list of superpowers. It's whatever you can think of. Right? When you think
yeah, but then you're still just very sad and depressed.
I wouldn't hit the button, but
No, I would rather just die happy than live sad forever. So yeah, no, I'm not hitting the button.
that's a good way to put it. All right. So we'll do not hit the button. It's 50-50 again.
Of course.
Yep. All right. There's a lot of superpower questions here. I'm gonna skip this.
Oh boy.
You became rich, but you have to die as a virgin.
I'm gonna go with not hitting the button. Like, all the money in the world cannot replace, no, just no. No.
What does the chat think of that question? Cammy says no, 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 no.
That was cool. Oh man, no, there's just no way.
I don't know. I guess I won't press the button.
Oh, were you contemplating it?
I was thinking about ways that you could simulate things without it.
Nothing. Nothing replaces the real thing.
Yeah, I
so
know.
No.
But I had to think about it, like is there a way to do that?
No. No, I choose no.
Napa, give it up. I'm gonna say button no matter what. Okay. Okay, we're not pressing the button. I bet you a lot of people didn't press the button. Hold on. Oh, come on, internet. 44% pressed the button. So you were 56% agreed with us. Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay. So the next one is insects leave you alone, but arachnids don't.
But what doesn't?
Arachnids, spiders.
Oh.
So all insects will stay away from you except for the
spiders.
The spiders.
So does that mean the spider?
A spider's not an insect.
Yeah, the spiders is not an insect. So does that mean that like we have to worry about being attacked by spiders or just coexisting with spiders? Because there's a difference. Like if I'm going to be attacked by spiders, I don't know.
I guess we would say whatever there are, I guess. Like whatever they do already.
Well, then I choose.
It doesn't say arachnids attack you. They just say they don't leave you alone.
They don't leave you alone.
So it could be they don't leave you alone. So if they're near you, they're going to go to you.
Yeah. Because I would rather deal with spiders than every other insect in the whole world. Like
I don't want to deal with spiders at all.
Oh,
I'd rather deal with flies and mosquitoes and.
But then you're getting think about it. Like you're getting bit, you're getting stung, you're getting.
Spiders bite you. I woke up with freaking spider bites all over my legs one day. I was freaking out. It was horrible.
Well, here's the thing. In that world, you could just sleep in like a. I want to say like a cocoon, like a tent of some kind. You don't have to worry about it. Like they don't attack you. So I don't know. I think I'd be alright living with spiders.
I hate spiders so much. I hate insects too. Like I freak out over all of them, but I freak out of spiders the most. I wouldn't hit the button. You would?
So I would hit the button to live with just spiders. Yes, I would.
So chat, it's up to you guys to vote.
Yep,
press the
it's
button
50-50
or don't press
here.
the button. Yeah, Napa includes scorpions are also arachnids.
But scorpions don't really live where I live, so I'd be alright.
Where I live.
So I'm alright. I would just have to deal with like spiders. I'm not too familiar with what else.
Like black widows and brown recluses and wood spiders.
Well, again, like I have to restate this. If they literally attack me, then yeah, I don't want to be attacked. I'll just deal with the
I guess
insects.
the question is it it says bugs leave you alone, arachnids don't. So spiders won't leave you alone. Is
Hmm.
the term.
They
I'm not
won't
pressing
leave.
the button.
You know what? Wait, yeah. So the other insects, they don't bother you at all?
Well, they bother me, and I hate
No.
any kind of bugs, but spiders in
Okay.
particular, I freak out about the most. Spiders.
Um, for
I
the
think
sake of argument,
crashed their
I don't
hunt
know. This one,
and avoid any.
I saw that one. I saw that. I still say I'm not hitting the button. I still want to live with the spiders.
You
Because
mean
I have my cats.
you would
My
hit?
cats. Yes, in this case,
Want to hit the?
whatever
I don't want to hit.
whatever choice, yeah, whatever choice it is to live with spiders. Because I have my cats. Don't protect me. At least one of them will. The other one will run away.
What does the chat say? So Pathby says no. Don't press the button. So Napa, if you press the button, that means you want what this thing says. So insects leave you alone, but arachnids don't. So you press the button because you want that to happen, or you won't press the button because you don't want that to happen. It's kind of like would you rather, but not quite.
So I'm hitting the button in this case.
Ew, some normal guy had a dead spider on his pillow. So gross.
Gross.
So gross. Spiders can get everywhere. Cammy, press the
yeah.
button.
See, I like Cammy even
Spiders
more now.
climbing your. So I've seen some no's and some yeses. Leadfoot says pass. I think that means they're not going to push the button.
I think so as well. Spider rage.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll push. It's kind of like 50-50, but we'll push the button because you're the guest and you say push the button. It's not like it's actually going to happen. Oh, it's literally 50-50%.
It looks like Napa is taking off. Take care,
Bye,
Napa.
Napa. Thank you for joining for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Loser.
Keep hold of me. I'm always like showing up like for a few seconds and then I'm gone.
Fly by chat.
Yep. Uh-huh.
All right. Okay, so this one's good, sorta. So you have the world's fastest internet, but you can only log into one website, and if you get logged out, you can never use the internet again.
That's an easy no for me. Like I would rather have slow ass internet connection and do other stuff than just one site.
I agree.
Yeah.
What's the point of the world's fastest internet if you can't use it if you accidentally log out?
Right, exactly. That's like no. That's an easy no for me.
Tybalt has made an appearance. Come on. I know people have been wanting. Come on. Here we go. Tybalt, your audience has been looking for you. Look at his face. He's purring though.
What kind of cat is Tybalt?
Just a mix.
Just a mix? Just a cat?
People call these cats tuxedo cats because they look like they have a tuxedo on, but it's not really a breed.
Okay.
So.
Because I know I have a calico.
Feeling very well, but I don't know.
Oh no.
Kind of
That's not good.
And his paws are warm, but his nose, like when cats are sick, their nose gets dry and warm, but his is like cold and wet. So I don't know. He just doesn't, just kind of kind of feeling slow or whatever, maybe.
Is he adapting to the Arizona climate
I
well, or
I guess so. I mean, I have to fill his water more, and whether
yeah,
it's evaporating faster or if he's drinking more of it. I know I am. I'm like, I drink way too much water, more than I ever have. So
sure.
I have to use so
The
much.
water's
My skin is
Yeah,
dry.
water is good for you though, so that's okay.
Yeah. It just gets boring because there's no taste.
No, yeah, right.
Okay, next one. Where am I? Oh, we're doing not pressing the button for this internet thing.
Correct.
Okay. 73% did not press the button. So they
Who
agree.
would hit the button? Like, why would you hit the button? Like, this doesn't make sense to me.
That's stupid. Let's skip that one. You will have a lot of these are easy to tell. So you will have all the money in the world, but you will die in 1 month.
What would be the point in that?
Yeah.
Um, no, like there was a question like that earlier about immortality, but like, I don't want to live forever, but I also don't want to die tomorrow. So, um, yeah, no, I'm not hitting the button. I'd rather be homeless.
I'll press that button when I'm 70.
Yeah, exactly. I guess that's one way to look at it. Like, if you're 80 years old, like it wouldn't, I guess, matter too much. But no, I'm not hitting the button.
I agree. I won't hit the button. So some normal guys say spend the money to prolong your life. How would you do that?
Yeah, no, because then it's like, well, I guess it doesn't say how you would die. Like, are you just dying, or are you like being killed? Like, maybe
Yeah.
you could pay enough money to just hide forever.
Also, if you have all the money in the world, how does that make that valuable?
It doesn't. Like,
Because nobody else will have money, so they would have to find another way, like trading or make up their own.
right. Yeah, like money would have no value. It would be more property and stuff that would be the currency.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, I didn't think about that even. So
71% would not press the button.
yeah.
71% of people are smart like us.
Yep. That's good.
All right, you get to rule any country in the world for your life, but your people hate you.
Kind of like Trump.
Or Putin. Or John
You know what? So if we hit the button, people hate us, but we rule the country or the world?
A country. It says
A
you
country.
any country in the world. So we could rule America, we could rule Australia, we could rule Russia.
And then does it say everybody hates you or just who hates you?
It says your people hate you. So if
You know what?
we ruled
That's fine.
America, all Americans would hate us.
Yeah, but that's okay because I mean, I would rather be the leader of a country and lead it the right way and have people hate me for it than than not. Like who's to say that you could run the country perfectly? You could be doing everything right. People just hate you for it. But if you're doing everything right, who cares? I'm hitting the button on this one. I would like to be the leader and set things right.
That's a good reason.
Yep. So I'm hitting the button on this one.
What else? What does the chat want to do? I think I kind of agree because you get to rule a country.
Right. How do you rule Antarctica?
It might get rule Antarctica one day.
The rule of penguins.
I mean, it might get tiring if everybody hates you.
It would, yeah. It would, I guess. But I'm like, I guess it comes down to like how you take it. Like, I don't care who hates me. Like, I could care less. Like, as long as you're doing the right thing, who cares? That's the way I look at it.
Well, that's true, but your right thing might not be the same as someone else's right thing. But I know what you're talking about. It's right.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, that becomes like, yeah.
It doesn't become a Middle Eastern country.
Right.
Cammie says it's too much responsibility.
It is.
Central Ohio says you wouldn't have any friends.
Oh, wait, yeah, wait a minute. I didn't think about that. So does that mean my own wife hates me?
It says your people. So if she is from the country you're ruling, I suppose she's your people.
Well, I guess what I would do is ship her away to a different country. That way she would still like me.
So you have to make your wife a citizen of a different country.
Yes, but then I could take like foreign trips, like conjugal visits kind of thing.
Tammy.
I'm sorry.
Conjugal visits.
And Cammie, yes, I am married, and she also is sorry.
So you would still press the button. I think I'd press the button too.
Yeah,
I would just make my friends online on different countries.
Yeah, exactly. Just deport them. So that's it.
Deport your friend.
Well, that way they'll still like you. Although then,
and they might not like you because you deport them.
Maybe. Oh, but then you could give them some kind of something to make you like them. Like, you could give them money or something. Live here, but I can make it work. I'd make it work.
All right, well, we're gonna press the button. Oh, we're with the minority. 39%
Really?
would press the button. So 61 people, 1% wouldn't.
But see, that's kind of funny because it's like that kind of shows you like people would rather be liked than not try to make a difference. Like, I would rather try to make a difference than having people like me. You're not gonna have everyone like you. Like even here on the YouTube, like you have your haters, you have the trolls. Like you're not going to have everybody that likes you. That's imaginary. Like you it's just unrealistic. So
but you also have to think about everyone hating you. So think about your 1,000 subscribers all hating you.
But they're still subscribed to me. So I'm doing something right.
Wendy Trump. No, thank you. Okay.
No, thank you.
World peace is achieved, but no one has visible emotions anymore. There's been movies like that.
Yeah, there has. So world peace, but no
emotions.
Wait, physical emotion?
It says visible emotions.
Oh, visible.
You can't see emotions, at least. I would just say no emotions, but the wording is no visible emotions.
So you could still be happy, you just can't show it?
I guess.
That's the way I'm seeing it. So
you could be sad.
I mean, you have to think about it, though. I read this thing somewhere that basically, what is it, like 60 to 70% of all communication is nonverbal.
Hmm.
So it's all visible at that point. So what does that do for communication in itself?
So yeah,
But
everybody would just be looking and acting. I think
like, yeah,
robot.
everyone would pick, yeah, they would be almost like robotic. Like, well, I don't know if they would be robotic. Like, you could still be you and just not show emotion. Like,
That's
I,
true. The way it's worded, it says visible emotions.
yeah,
No
I
one
mean,
has
there's,
visible. So you'll still have emotions, but you won't be able to show them.
yeah,
So I
you know
think
what?
everyone will like talk and look like robots, but they won't act like robots, maybe.
Yeah, you know what?
So people wouldn't be
For
yelling or crying,
yeah,
talking
but
an amount.
sure, sure. So to have that, but also have world peace where there's no killing, no freaking famine. Like his famine wouldn't be
Yeah,
a thing, but
war, famine.
yeah, right. So I would much rather give up emotions just to have world peace. Like, I mean, world peace will never be a thing as much as somebody might want it to be. So to make a to go in that direction would be worth it for me to have no emotion.
I disagree because
Oh.
I disagree because even though you're still feeling emotions and other people are feeling emotions, you're never going to see it. So you're never going to be able to relate to other people. It's like you're not going to be able to see, like, dude, I cried today. I watched the finale of my favorite TV show, and it made me cry.
Mhm.
So, like, all that emotion that came out of that TV show and the acting, got me involved. So if they didn't have that, I wouldn't have cried and felt emotional and felt connected to this TV show, as stupid as it sounds.
Mhm.
So like where, and then like even if like my sister, like my when she's gonna have my nephew have a baby, she told us, like she's gonna have a baby, and we're all like happy and excited, and oh my god, I love it. Like we wouldn't be able to show that. It would be like, congratulations, Carly. Thank you for, like, I'm so happy that you're having a baby right now. Like, to me, I think
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I'd rather, I think you would lose a lot of connection if you couldn't see the emotions. Like, I could say, I'm really happy right now.
But to
Like,
show it, yeah. Right. Okay.
you know what I mean?
I
Like,
guess I was thinking it too literal. Like, you know, I wasn't thinking about it the way you described it. But now that I think about it, you're right. Because, you could tell somebody you're happy, but if you're not able to show it, how the hell do they know? Like, that's
yeah.
like,
Or
it's
like if
like
somebody,
telling,
like if you're sad and you're like, you can't like cry to release it because you're sad. Like crying makes me
mm,
feel better when I'm sad, but you can't get
it
like
does.
other people because they're not going to know how sad you are, or
Right, right.
or like if you're mad, like I wouldn't be yelling at all these drivers to
Sure, sure.
out my frustrations. So it's like,
Okay, so
I
with
don't know,
that
I
being,
like being
yeah,
to not see emotions, not being able to show mine and not being able to see other people's.
hmm.
Even though it's like giving up a lot. Like world peace is a lot. Like it would save a lot of trauma and hurt and pain and death and stuff with world peace. But I've seen
But then we lose that
you
connection
lose
to
the human
people.
connection, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Even though you feel it, you can't see it. There's like no way to
Mm-hmm.
express it other than with words.
Hmm.
Interesting. I wouldn't press the button.
So no is to continue the way we are, and yes.
As we are. No, no world peace.
Okay, so you know what? We'll go with no. We'll just continue down this path as we are.
Yeah. See, now Napa just came in here for 2 seconds, and now everyone's making fun of me saying buttons. Button rage. Shut up. All right, we're not button. 58% agree with us. They wouldn't press the button.
Okay. Interesting. That was a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, that provoked a lot of thought.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll do like a couple more.
Okay.
This is also possibly a good one. So you gain the ability to see into the future, but you can never do anything to change it.
Ooh. Hmm. Because that would be interesting, but then you can't change it.
So you're just taking a peek.
Yeah.
Future.
I guess you can make a lot of money off of it. So...
That's true.
You know what? I think I would go ahead and do it because I mean, of course, then you get to see stuff you don't necessarily want to see. Like for example, I don't want to see the way my wife dies or whatever.
I don't want to see how I die.
Yeah.
You can't change it. So everything is you see it coming, but you can't do anything about it. Sorry to the people. I'm cleaning my screen. It's really gross and dirty. I just wiped my screen off. Sorry.
It's okay. Oh, that's a tough one because then you know how you're. Because see, that's where my mind goes. It's like, oh, then you see how people die. You know, there is benefits to it, I guess. Like, I still say yes. I'd still push the button. I would want to see the future, and just not be able to do anything about it.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like
this is a tough one. It's tough.
See stuff coming because you can't change it. You'd want to.
Yeah.
So you would do things differently, possibly like.
But you.
Like it's like the time travel thing. Like you see into the like there's a couple movies like that. Where the person sees into the future, so they try and change it. But because they saw the future and they started doing things done before, and they end up causing that future. So.
Right, because it's I forgot what the word for it is, but yeah, you can't undo what has been done. Like if you see into the future, you saw it, you can't change it. Like you saw what it's going to be like. So
because you saw it. That's why the future is going to happen.
Exactly. Like, you set that in motion by seeing into the future. Yeah. So, there's nothing, like, there's a good movie, not to go off course, but whatever, Time Machine, the newer one, like, back in maybe 2004. And hopefully...
Paycheck. Have you seen
Paycheck?
That? Yeah, Paycheck is Ben Affleck in it. And it covers that exactly.
Paycheck.
Yeah. You should look into it.
Yeah, I definitely will. But anyways, long story short, in that movie, basically, his wife dies, so he goes into the past to change it. But, no, I'm sorry, his wife died, so he goes into the future to try to change it. But he went into the future to try to change it. Like, his wife died is why he went to the future. So no matter what he did, he can't change the fact. So yeah, I don't know. No matter what you do, you can't change what's going on.
And that's what this scenario is giving you. You can look
Yeah.
at it, but
You can look,
so
but you can't touch. Yeah.
Matter of, do you want to see it coming? And I don't know if I want to see anything coming.
You know what? Yeah, as much money as you can make off of it, I choose no. Like, no.
Think of it that way. I mean, you can make a shit ton of money. So even though you
You
can't
could.
change anything, whether you see your,
Well,
you can have fun. It's not like the future. We're not saying like the future is going to be bad. It's just that.
yeah, sure. You just see the future. You just see what it is. You know what? No, I changed my mind. I do want to see it because even if I know how my wife is going to die, at least I know when and I know how much time we got. And in that time, I can make a shitload of money selling people their futures. And I'll just have a great life for us until the day she dies. So yeah, you know what? I'm going with it. That's my final answer.
Okay. I'll go with that because I kind of like, I'm on the fence anyway.
Yeah.
All right, let's press the button. Okay. What's the next one? I don't like that one. We're going to skip that.
What was the percentages on that one?
It was almost, it was like 40. I missed it.
Yeah, sure. Close enough to 50-50?
Yeah, something like that. 40,
Okay.
40, 60, whatever. You gain the power of levitation, both yourself and other objects. But every time you use your power, you gain a pound.
I mean, okay, so the question really becomes, why would you need the power to begin with?
Well, it's just
Why would you?
superpower, like any other one. Why would you want it?
Well, some superpowers are cool, like,
If you
like
use
X-ray vision.
badass.
Huh. I don't know.
I'm gonna press the button because I'm already big enough.
Yeah, I don't need to be any bigger. So, and plus levitation is more stupid power than it is cool. So no, if it was a different power, then maybe. But no, I go with no.
Yeah, me too. J-Roll says don't press the button. All right, we will not.
I hate working out.
55% would press the button. 45%.
Really? Huh. No, I still say no.
You will have the ability to speak and understand any language on Earth, but you also have the inability to keep your thoughts to yourself. How embarrassing, dangerous, or insulting it is.
That's kind of how I live now. So, besides having the skill of speaking all languages,
So much I would piss so many people off.
And you can do it in so many languages. It's a bonus. I like this. I'm gonna go. I'm hitting the button on this one.
Really, you would?
Yeah, that way I don't care. Like,
what are you thinking right now? And
right now I'm thinking I want pizza.
like what you're thinking, like at all times, is gonna come out of your mouth. Like,
oh, so you can't control it?
You have the inability to keep your thoughts to yourself.
Huh.
So you won't be able to keep your thoughts to yourself.
I still think that would be really funny. Like, Just you walk by someone who's dumb and be like, dumbass. Like, just, I think it would be fun.
But like
So
I said,
yeah,
that would make so many people angry and upset with me. It's not funny.
yeah, that's true. But yeah, I'm going with it. I like this one.
Everybody else is saying don't press it.
I guess I'm abnormal.
I guess. Well,
Uh,
I would say it would probably be a relief because you come across these moronic people in your daily life, and you would just want to say, you know what, shut up, you're an idiot, but you can't.
yeah,
Trying to be nice.
exactly. No,
Or
it's okay.
like how many
People
times,
need to, yeah,
how
people
many
need
times
to
have
know
I
they're
pissed
stupid.
people off working a customer service? You can't tell people off because you get fired. So I would get fired in a day.
So there's a question there for me. It says, dashcam6, what if you got cut off and the other driver heard them, what you thought of them?
Thought of them because you would tell
Yeah,
them.
that's okay. That's the whole point.
That I wouldn't care about because
Yeah.
they did an asshole move. My problem is to my friends and family or to, I don't know, my subscribers here.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like I was saying, like to my friends and family, like I don't have too much of a filter. Like if I want to call them stupid, I'll call them stupid. Like I guess that's a bad trait to have. But
So what about
no.
your job? So like some normal guy brings up
Oh, okay. Hold
when
on.
it comes to your boss.
Yeah. Now that's iffy. You
So no,
can't be.
I know what your job is, so I can imagine
Yeah. You can't be doing that.
what happened.
That would be funny though. Shit, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, you got to think about all your life, everywhere.
Shit.
You get pulled over by a cop, yeah, really.
Oh man.
It would be,
No, okay.
but you would have
No.
a horrible life.
Okay, so I retract my previous statement. I don't want this skill or this
Want that
button.
scratched from the record.
Yeah, no. It was my role model.
Ohio says you're his role model.
That's good. I'm glad. That's not a good thing, but that's okay.
All right, we're not pressing the button.
No, we're not.
And that was 55% of people didn't press the button.
Okay. I didn't think about my work. Like, that would not work out too well at all. I would be jobless. So yeah.
Twitter and Facebook die off, but you now have to go talk to your friends in real life.
Is that a real question?
Yep.
That's okay. Social media has turned social interactions, personal interactions to, it's weird. Like, you go out to the movies, maybe not the movies, but like you go out to dinner and I'm guilty of it too, but like you sit down and almost the first thing you do is pull out your phone. And, there's no personal interactions anymore. I would love for that to go away.
This is the same argument that I always pose to people who seem against like social media and stuff like that. I would not be able to talk to or interact with people if I didn't have it and show pictures and all that stuff. So like I've moved away from a majority of a big portion of my family, my dad and my sisters, my nephew and all that stuff. I talk to them all the time on social media.
Yeah, so you rely on it.
And pictures, like I wouldn't be able to see all that or communicate with them without that.
But it did just say Facebook and Twitter. Correct? The question?
It says Twitter and Facebook dies off. So if it's just those two, I could live with that.
Yeah.
because
That's what I'm saying.
because
It didn't say all social media.
yeah, it
You
does.
still have you still have the Snapchat, which I hate. You have
Now
instant.
have to go talk to your friends in real life.
That's
So
okay. Well, I guess
I guess that kind of in the end means that even though there's other social medias out there,
you still
you
have
have
to
to talk
go
to
in
them in real
person.
life.
Yeah.
So if you have to talk to them in real life, what it's saying is you technically can't use your phone.
Yeah.
You can't even
Sure.
call.
So, you know, based on what you said, I didn't think about it that way. There are people that, think about all the people in the military or whatever else that, they don't have, they can't just, you know, go see their friends, you know, they mostly rely on stuff like that, like social media and
FYI,
stuff.
YouTube is social media, so none of us
Oh,
would be
yeah,
talking right now.
exactly. Yeah, you know what?
The question is worded really funny.
It
It's
is, because I was thinking it was just Facebook and the Twitter
because that's what it
and
says. It says Twitter and Facebook. Does this person not realize that there's other forms? Let's skip it. Let's skip it. I like this question because I know what I'll do. You have a box full of the cutest puppies you can imagine. They never get older, they never get sick, and never die. But you can never have kids, no adoption, no surrogates. You will never have any children.
hmm well, that's I mean, for me, for some people, I could see how that could be a difficult thing, but with just the way me and the wife are, like, I would much rather have a box of puppies than, you know, we've already been down that road where we've decided that, we would much rather have, pets than kids. So this is an easy one for me. I could see how for other people it could be like, oh wow, that's a tough one, but
Yeah,
it just depends on who you ask.
for me, I want a box of puppies that never get old. How
Right, yeah,
awesome is
just
that? Like change that to kittens.
yeah,
Permanent kittens.
yeah,
So
that
adorable.
would be awesome. Yep. So yeah, I mean, that's a question more like it depends on who you ask. Like if somebody doesn't want a kid, then of course they'll take the puppies. Like it's a no-brainer. But for some people, it's like, oh, it's a real dilemma. So
Driving Southwest India says press it. So does Pathy.
yeah,
So normal guy says
yeah,
hard one, got more months to feed, more mouths to feed, with more kids, and kids are like gonna make your hair fall out. I'm just not interested in kids whatsoever. I had a nephew that I would visit and spoil and but give back to my sister.
right, yeah, yeah, that's yeah. So I agree. I will hit the button on this one.
Let's press that button. I bet you it's a big number. Oh, 54% press the button.
Really? Oh, 54. So more people did. But I was,
More people.
yeah. But see, like I said, it depends on who you ask. So,
Some of these are silly. A lot of these are made like these are like submitted things.
oh, okay.
Some of these are silly. I'm like skipping over some of them.
Yeah. What's an example of a silly one?
I can't remember now.
Okay.
One of them is you become best friends with your favorite YouTuber, but you won't be able to watch any other YouTuber. So you're stuck with one YouTube channel.
Yeah. No, that's stupid.
I like variety.
Yep.
It'd be great to be friends with my favorite YouTuber, but
Which is me, of course.
well, you post once a month, so I get bored.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. So that would suck.
I watch like YouTube is my TV. I don't
Yeah.
watch TV except for one show that I've been watching since 2005, since before YouTube happened. So I
Right.
still watch
And what
that.
show is that?
Supernatural.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the wife watches that one too.
Oh, she's my best friend now. I've been
That's
watching
good.
that since the very beginning. It's my favorite show. I'm so super obsessed. And that's the show I was talking about that I cried today.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, man.
She watches all of it. Has she seen it? Like the most recent? I'm totally gonna
Yeah,
get.
I don't think she's up to the recent season though.
Gosh.
Uh, yeah, I know, but I know she definitely watches it.
Okay, this one's just funny. All right,
Okay.
you have complete mind control over everyone for an entire day, but for that entire day, you have terrible diarrhea.
I like it. Now is it controllable or is it just like uncontrollable and it's just like spewing out of you at
When is
every moment?
diarrhea ever controllable?
I don't know. Like,
It doesn't say explosive diarrhea. It just says terrible diarrhea.
um, hmm,
I think that's
do.
nice. I think I might press the button just a day.
But here's the thing, though. If you hit the button, you can control people's minds, but half the day you're in the bathroom taking a shit. So, like, it's counterproductive. So,
True. But if you control people's minds, they can help you.
I don't know how much help you can get. Like, what are you gonna do? Wipe for you? Um, um,
I don't know what I would do controlling people's minds, but it's just kind of funny.
yeah. I don't know. I don't feel like having an explosive diarrhea day, you know? I feel like you could almost die from that. So, like, there's only so much shit you can shit. So, um, you're gonna start shitting out your innards and stuff. I don't know. I think I choose no.
No. What does
No, because
it say? The chat stopped talking.
the chat stopped talking.
They have stopped talking. There we go.
Okay, somebody said something. Yeah, no, I choose no.
Alrighty. One more or the last one?
Let's do one more.
60% of people press the button, by the way. One more? Okay.
Yeah, let's do one more, and then I think we'll call it if that's okay.
Let me find a non-stupid one.
Okay.
Because some of these are like obvious, like what everybody would pick.
I mean, we could just end it on that diarrhea one. I mean, that's a good one to end it on. Yeah.
Let's see. I don't want to end it on diarrhea. Hmm. That's stupid. I think sometimes children write these. There needs to be a skip button because I have to hit all these. I have to like keep saying like I won't press the button or whatever to skip through.
Oh, gotcha.
It doesn't have like a skip button.
That's unfortunate.
All right, we'll just go with this because I can't.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. No worries.
You can wish for anything you want whenever you want, but somebody will die after every wish granted.
Somebody, just somebody?
Just says somebody. Somebody will die after every wish granted. So one of the billions of people in the world die. Make a lot of wishes, we can help the population.
Yeah. That is true. People do die every second. So does that mean if you don't make any wishes, nobody dies?
I guess so. They don't die by your wish.
Yeah.
I would press the button because people are always dying anyway. And technically you could call yourself a murderer because you're wishing. Every time you wish, you know someone's dying. But
yeah,
there's like, and this might be cruel, but there's billions of people in the world, and we're already suffering from overpopulation. As it
we
is.
are. Yeah.
So I'll take whatever wish I want, make myself happy.
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, like
killing people, kind of.
Yeah, like I would wish to keep the people that I know immune to this little conundrum, and that way I can wish for whatever I want, because my people would be safe.
Yeah, it's like
so you know what? Yeah,
so selfish and cruel, but why?
It is.
Why not?
But that's okay.
I don't,
Yeah, I'll go with it.
If it was every time you wished someone you knew died, then that's a different story.
Yeah, that would be different for sure.
But like, I don't know. I would press the button. Why not?
Yeah, I would too. Yep.
Pathby says the press. What does everybody?
Yeah, I would press it.
What does the rest of the chat say? Who else would press?
Do you own a cat?
Do you own a cat?
I do own a cat. I own 2 cats. Yeah, 2 cats, and I actually have a visitor cat. So I have 3 cats right now.
A visitor cat? You taking care of someone?
Yeah.
All right, so we are going to press the button. Press. 63% of people would press the button.
Good choice. Good choice.
Okay. That was kind of fun. The button game.
Do you believe that 9/11 was real?
It's not in question. It was real.
Yeah. The incident did happen. The towers fell. People died. So yes.
I didn't lose a family.
A visitor cat is basically it's my mom's cat. She doesn't live with us, but she's staying with us for now.
J World says I should make a video on the funniest moments of my live streams. That would be cool, but that is a lot of freaking hours to watch of all the live streams and trying to find the funniest.
Yeah. I mean, this one went on for.
If someone else wants to do that and then send me the video, I'll give you credit. I don't have the time to go through a million hours. A million hours. So we're going to ignore that this person's question.
Yeah, I'm done with. Yeah.
It's a good thought. I mean, it would be cool to have like funniest moments from live streams.
It would be cool.
There's been some funny ones.
Yeah.
But that's time consuming because I don't know like where they were. Like if I started that at the very first live stream, I would immediately pull it after because I would know when it happened. But I would have to go through these millions of hours of live streams to do that.
Yeah, that would be that would take a while.
Yeah, I don't have the time for that.
Mm-mm. All right.
Anybody have any other questions or anything else we want to talk about before we end it? It's going to be slightly short this time because I just don't have the stamina to do an 8-hour stream right now.
But that's okay. I have things to do anyway, so that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, I hope this doesn't go for 6 to 8 hours. So it's okay. That's all right. Not that they're bad, but
Yeah.
today is
Well,
not today for that.
like everyone's like, I get kind of tired too after. I feel like I'm behind. How many times have you been pulled over? That's a good question.
How many times have I been pulled over? I've been pulled over twice. One time was when I was taking a trip to Ohio. The speed limit from Indiana to Ohio on, I think it was like I-90 or I-80, something like that. The speed limit went from 70 to 55. I didn't realize it. I was going 80 in a 55, so I got a ticket for that. And then the other time was I drove past a traffic stop. Like I was literally just driving past a traffic stop. There was two cops. The second cop pulled me over just to see why I was driving by on a public road. It was 2 o'clock in the morning, but yeah. So
interesting.
So yeah.
Let's see. How many times have I been pulled over? I've never gotten. I've been pulled over a few times, but I've never gotten any tickets.
Yeah, I've only had that one ticket. Now, who is it that asked about the pineapples and jalapenos?
Cammy did pineapple and jalapenos.
Cammy, I don't know. Have you ever tried that on pizza before? Pineapples and jalapeno, because it's delicious.
I don't like fruit on my pizza.
Oh, you have to, like, you need to try it.
I don't like fruit in anything else but as it is. Like, I don't like fruit in cake. I don't like it in pie. I don't like cooked fruit. I just like fruit as they are separately. I don't like fruit in anything else.
Sure.
Unless it's like artificial, the flavoring is fine.
Like, well, see, that's the thing with the
jalapeno inside something, or
with the.
It's just.
Sure, with the jalapeno and the pineapple though, like somehow the flavors just. I don't know how to describe it. It's just orgasmic. It's really good. So yeah.
J World, do you think you're going to get a lot of customers over the weekend? Why? What's this weekend?
This
long weekend.
Yeah.
Is going on?
No, next weekend is Memorial Day, right?
Yeah.
So maybe that.
May or may not be busy. I don't know.
Oh, it's not even next. Oh yeah, it is next weekend.
It wasn't busy in Connecticut for Uber. I don't remember it being like very busy. Like Memorial Day itself was dead.
But, yeah, I don't think. I mean, I haven't. I've been doing Uber on and off since August, so I don't even know what it was like last Memorial Day. But I know I chose not to drive on New Year's Eve. That probably would have been a good day to do it, but I don't know. I don't like doing it when I know there's drunk people out. Like I avoid that. Like I like doing it like during the morning rush hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it.
I didn't. Like, and I actually needed the guarantee that Uber offered because I did not make, like, literally the entire state was in surge except for New Haven where I was. And then by the time I tried to move to where the surge was, I got a really long ass ride, which was great, but I missed out on the major.
Yeah.
So I ended up needing a guarantee that they offered.
Yeah, see, that's the thing I hate about this surge. Like, when it's surging, it's like, oh, great, it's surging over there. By the time you get there,
Yeah.
in my case, it's gone. It's over.
Yeah.
So
You
I
have
always miss it.
you have to be within just a couple miles of the surge. Otherwise, it's pointless to go after it.
Right. See, I'm never, because I'm out in the suburbs.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in the suburbs of Chicago, so it surges well in the city, but I'm not going to fly over to the city,
Unless you,
on my day off. Like, no.
unless you can get there in a couple minutes, it's not worth trying to chase because it's over.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I wish, like I was telling you before, I wish they would do, I wish they would notify you, hey, your shit's surging right now in your area. That would be cool.
They used to do that.
I don't know why they took it away. It's
I would
stupid.
get notifications when my town was surging. It's they must have taken it away, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know why though. Like, you would think it would make more drivers go on the road at that time. So, I don't know.
Gotta love New Jersey drivers. Says Wendy, did you have homesickness when you moved to Arizona? If so, did you have any way to cope? I'm going away to college in a year, and it's always a thing on my mind. No, I haven't experienced homesickness. Like, a little because of my sisters and my nephew and my dad. Like I seriously miss them. So I guess that's the homesickness. I don't miss anything about Connecticut right now. I just call them. I either call and talk to them, or I'll send or text them. A lot of times it's just texting, and I'll send pictures, or they'll send pictures. And I've Skyped a couple times with them. So what I would just say is, just know that you could still keep in contact with them, if that's where you would be missing. If you're missing the place itself, I don't know what to say, but if you're missing the people, just know that you can visit them, and you can you always have a way to contact them, because social media is great.
Yeah. On top of that, if it was me, I would not want to go to college far away just for that reason. Like, you it's only for a short amount of time when you think about it, and you're gaining so much experience by going away. Like, if I had the choice, if I could go back, I'd love to go away to college just for that experience. You just, I would not pass that up just because I can't talk to my friends every day. Like, like when
You're gonna make new friends,
and
and
that, yep,
there's so many breaks. Like colleges has winter breaks and spring breaks, so there's always ways to go back and visit too, or have them.
absolutely.
I would.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. It's easier said than done, but I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Daphne's question. He already has a Prius.
Yeah, I was looking at that, like I was going to answer it eventually, but yeah, I already have a Prius. I love my Prius. Like, it's not. Yeah, go ahead.
You can do whatever you want while driving without being pulled over, but you have to drive a Prius or a minivan when you press the button. I don't know about that. I don't like Prius or minivans.
Oh no! I would hit the button. Like, I've had both. I actually had a minivan at one point, and my wife has a Prius now. Like, I wouldn't hit the button if it was the older Priuses, but the new one that came out, the 2017, like, that thing is sharp. It's the technology in the car is amazing. I would totally do it. And then
bubble, I don't like it. I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I make fun of Camrys and stuff. This is just so basic.
Right. Well, again, I'm a basic bitch, so it works for me.
Jenner. No electric cars except the Tesla looks like Bruce Jenner.
Oh, Jesus. Hey, the Tesla is actually coming out with a more affordable car. Like all of them are right now like super expensive, but they're coming out with one for like the average American. I'm thinking about actually, I will test drive one. I don't know if I'll actually buy it though, or
I
lease it,
would
I should
love to
say.
have a 100% electric car. I would absolutely love to have one.
Yeah, well,
I wanted a
Telsa.
I wanted a hybrid, but when I was searching for hybrids in 2010, forget it. It was the Prius and it was
Yeah,
the Volt or something like there wasn't much around, and like
right.
Camry or Corolla, whichever one of them is a hybrid.
Yeah,
Um, like it was just like, and plus they're kind of expensive too. But it was like there wasn't the selection that there is now. So I would love
yeah,
to
they're,
launch a car or even a hybrid, but I they'd have to look good and be made by a good brand. I would get a Tesla if they made it affordable.
I mean, they're looking to release them for like about 35,000. So
It's not
I
bad.
definitely will. No, it's not bad. The issue is at home I really don't have a place to plug it in. so
Yeah, but
so I
there's Tesla charging stations everywhere. Or at least in
yeah, that's what I hear.
Connecticut, every like almost every like all the highway gas stations, they all had Tesla charging stations.
Hmm.
So like
Interesting.
just go there and charge it all up 100%, and then
Sure.
you know
Interesting. Yeah. No, I definitely would. I will consider if I am able to keep it fully charged. So
yeah.
yeah. Yep.
Eventually, all the cars will be electric. So
They will be. They will be, and they will have like apartment complexes and stuff. They'll have stations everywhere. It's inevitable.
yeah, there was a when I before Uber when I was working for Dunkin', there's a garage I parked in New Haven every day, and they had 4 spots to charge electric cars or hybrids. So
Okay. Nice.
eventually, eventually they'll be everywhere, and you won't have to worry about
It,
plugging in. You won't have to
yeah.
have a place to plug in your car, but
Right.
it's a while off.
Yeah, it is, but you're right. It will be. It's a thing. It will be a thing.
Yeah, I felt like I had something else to mention, but I don't remember.
I had nothing further to add to that discussion.
Well, something else, not even about that.
Oh, okay.
I felt like I had something to bring up, but I don't remember. All right. Don't. Let's see. Needs a Jeep and you buy an Avenger and do off roading. Yeah, my Avengers. I'm thinking about doing a stream all about the Avenger. I found the original window sticker. I still had it in my car,
Oh, nice.
and because I was going through all the like when I transferred everything over to Arizona from Connecticut, I was going through the glove box and was getting rid of the millions of papers that I had in there. Like every time you had to put in a new insurance card, I never pulled out the old one, so it's like stacks of expired insurance cards.
Yeah.
And then and whenever I got the car fixed or oil change or tires or whatever, I would just put the receipts in there just so I had everything together. So
Nice.
I totally cleaned it out, and I realized I still had the winter sticker, and so I was thinking about like going over the window sticker and maybe updating it on things that are happening
Yeah.
because there's some stuff happening.
Have you had that since brand new?
Yep, yep.
Oh, okay.
It
Wow.
officially will be 7 years next month. So it
Okay.
it came off the assembly. It was built in June of 2010, and
Okay.
I bought it in September
Gotcha. Okay.
of
That's
2000.
cool.
Had literally 0 miles on it. So
Nice.
yeah,
That's cool.
brand spanking new and everything. So it
Nice.
was my first like new car.
Yeah, my first new car was that Chevy Sonic, and in the end, I hated it. It just
That's
fell
that,
apart.
that's sad that like your first car isn't something that you had for a long time, that you had such issues with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
sad.
Yeah,
Like
you
like
know.
the Mitsubishi Mirage that I had was, I bought it pre-owned, so it was a 2001, and I bought it in 2002, so it was leased out to somebody for a year. So
Okay.
it was like kind of new, but not. Uh,
Yeah.
so that was like the first car that I bought with my money, though I had my dad's help with the down payment.
Sure.
I had that car for like 8 years before I bought the Dodge,
Okay.
and I gave it to my mom. So the Mirage is out there right now. So now
Oh,
I'm back near my old car again.
that's cool.
I had driven it out here when I gave it to her, but now with the Dodge that I bought with all my money, no help, total brand new,
Mm-hmm.
all mine,
Yeah,
and
that's a cool feeling.
it's
Buying your own car with your money. It's cool.
yeah, yeah,
Yep.
and it has been great. I haven't really had any issues with it,
That's
so
good.
not major
Very
issues.
cool.
But red. uh, What's a charger? I don't have a charger. My passengers are still calling it a charger, though. Someone got in the other day and were like, what did he say? Something about, oh, now I can cross off the list of cars I could fit in. Now I could fit in a charger or something like that, because he's a really big guy, and
Yeah.
and a lot of people are surprised at the amount of space that's in the back seat of the Avenger.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, everyone still calls it a charger. It's and you know, in the Uber app that tells you what kind of car you're getting.
Right. Like I was thinking about that. Like it tells you what
Not
you're.
Avenger, but people still say charger. They still call it a charger.
Well, it's funny because Uber does tell you what kind of a car to expect when you're the passenger. It tells you what kind of a car to expect, and people are always like, "Are you the driver of the Corolla?" I'm like, "Yes."
You be sitting in it.
Yeah, like I'm sitting in the car, and like some people are just stupid. So, so
Well,
yeah.
it's good that they confirm.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's one.
I've
It's
picked
a
up
good
the
thing.
wrong person before. Like,
Oh, have you?
I
That's like my
have.
biggest fear.
I've done it.
Oh,
I've done it twice, and
oh,
first time was in Connecticut, and I'm waiting at a house. It's obviously had multiple, like a party or whatever. But when the people came out, they went immediately to my car. Like they went straight to,
mm,
and I didn't have my Uber sign on it. Because I guess Connecticut, you weren't required to have the Uber sticker in the window.
yeah.
So I didn't have that, but they went straight to me. So I'm like, okay, they're my people. They know what they're
Yeah.
for, right? And they all get in. And then all of a sudden, like 10 minutes later, I'm getting a call from
You drove away.
like I'm getting a call from the person I'm supposed to pick up. And then about that time, one of the people in the car were like, what way are you going? Like, I didn't realize I got in the wrong car. So I was like, oh, God damn it. The second time was here at the airport. So like I pulled up to the pickup station and I said her name. I said the name of the person I'm picking up. Because there's people waiting and all. So like I don't remember what her name was or whatever, but I said her name and she nods and so I helped her get a suitcase in the car and everything.
Yeah.
And then like really quickly, like I wasn't even out of the airport yet when the other person starts calling me. So like I was able to just roll around and drop her off and get the next one. But the funny thing is they were both waiting for Dodge Avengers.
That's funny.
It was really
That's
funny.
funny.
When I pulled up,
Yeah.
the other one was in front. Another Dodge Avenger I think it was gray or white, or I don't know. It was another color. So
Okay.
it's pretty funny. So and there everyone was like they were nice about it or whatever. But
Yeah, yeah. That's funny.
yeah, I've done it twice now, and like I don't know how I could have avoided it either time. Well, the first time I could have confirmed their name, but the fact that they made a beeline right to me.
Right, like you thought for sure. Oh yeah, they're coming right at me.
Yeah,
You know.
they didn't even ask,
Right.
even look. They just went right to me.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so.
Right.
But yeah,
Like when
I've done it twice.
when I when I'm in the city, like I definitely ask everyone who they like. I confirm whether they are who they say they are, you know, and I do it that way. But like when I'm out here, like sometimes I don't confirm it because it's like, you know, they're walking straight from their house to the cars, like, you know, like, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could see how that could happen, but that is always my fear, that I pick up the wrong person.
Yeah.
Just
when
funny.
you go to a house, you don't really have to worry about it because you're at a house, the person comes out and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about it. But when it came to, I had to worry about it a lot in Connecticut because it's a New Haven. I picked up a lot of people in New Haven and downtown areas. So there's cars everywhere. So it was hard for them to find me and me to find them because there'd be people everywhere. So, like, you can't just look for someone on their phone because everyone's on their phone.
Right. Yep.
So it's definitely, when you're picking someone up in the city or the downtown area or anywhere like that, it's definitely important as opposed to a house.
Sure.
But yeah, it's interesting. I think I lost like $8 out of that first one because.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, I didn't have to. I could have just left it, but I didn't want to charge the person that it didn't pick up, because what happened is I canceled it, and or they canceled first. One of us canceled the other one first. I don't remember if I canceled it or if the other driver did. But then I just sat on the road waiting for them to request another Uber because they had to cancel their Uber because their Uber was for them. So I had to wait for them to request another Uber, which went to me because obviously they're in my car, so I'm the one. So I had to wait for that. But I lost the time from when I picked them up to where I stopped, and it was about $8. And I requested Uber to refund the other person because they were never in my car to begin with, because I felt that was only fair. Yeah. But I ended up losing that. But karma.
All right. Yeah.
They weren't charged. They shouldn't have been charged.
No, it's the right thing to do.
Yeah. So now I say the name most of the time. Like if I'm not picking someone up at a house, even then sometimes I'll say it. What was that?
That is my pizza.
Oh, you did get pizza.
I told you I had pizza on my mind. I wasn't lying.
I want pizza.
And as soon as I said that, you know what? Fuck it, I'm getting pizza. So I had the wife.
Now, jeez. All right.
You need me to hold the cat?
I have pizza now, so I'll let you go eat because I'm.
All right.
Like no one else is answering any questions.
It was fun though. Yeah. It was definitely fun.
Thank you for joining, and congratulations on the 1,000 subs. So.
Thank you. Maybe periodically I could just stop in and just, while you're doing your live streams, I'll just stop in and say hello or something. But yeah, this was.
You're welcome to join more. So.
Yeah, for sure. But you know how my schedule is. It's insane. So. But yeah. No, but thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it. It was fun. And until next time.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Yep. Thank you. Thank you guys for sticking around and listening.
Thank you guys in the chat. Bye-bye.